There is a door we all come to, one that protects the facts and truths that hold our reality together from that which floats beyond reason and sanity. Once we walk through that door, nothing is ever the same. We can become lost in the abyss of man's imagination, wandering down the long hall into the kind of madness that is dangerously pervasive, infected with a delirium most foul and contagious until we are all unable to navigate our way back to what is real. It is here where we find absurd conspiracies. Memories. They comfort us as we recall our times with family and loved ones. They remind us of the way things used to be, and they are what allows us to function in our day-to-day lives. But what if what you recall is not real? Many have come to believe that we are not what we remember, that our collective recall has been changed or possibly looped. And they have a terrifying reason for this. They think that the world is in a constant state of being rebooted, literally moved back in time to give us time to fix a world-ending mistake that took place many years ago.
This began back in 1943, when they tried to make that ship undetectable to radar on the Philadelphia harbor. They made the damn thing invisible to the eye. They had guys falling through the deck, disappearing. It was a mess. And you would have thought that they would have learned, but no. They tried it again in '57 to see if they could make a satellite invisible in space. And that was when they really screwed us up.
And screwed us up is just what these believers think happened. That somehow the experiment in space caused an anomaly in time-space that began small, but is steadily becoming a singularity. A black hole located 1,500 miles above us.
I was on the 1980 mission to inspect the damaged area, and based on our calculations then, we had less than 1 year before it ripped wide open and swallowed the Earth. Yet here we are, 44 years past. They have dragged the planet back in time. Not time travel, because we would notice that we were back in 1980, but rather pulling the planet back to a point in space that it occupied a few years ago.
And this unbelievable notion that the planet is being moved back to a space point that it was at years ago, giving us a few more years to try and solve the problem, is confounding for people to absorb.
They have sent more and more of those generators that we used in the first test up there, and they now encircle the Earth. The force of these can send the planet to a space point in the past, while we just keep on living here like tomorrow is another day. But it is not another day, it is a day that we already experienced several years ago, if that makes sense.
And to that point, since the whole world is being moved back to the space point, things are slightly different, but in general most people do not notice it much, and for those that do, they point to the Mandela effect, how some things have changed or augmented due to the time dilation that takes place. This is also why they say that we have not sent men into deep space. They are not sure if the planet will be here at this space point when they return. They say that they're gearing up for a one-time big fix. A one-time movement to a space point 1,000 years ago could enable us to have time to build an escape plan, rockets, and even colonies on other planets for people of the world to live when the Earth is gone. Because, according to these supporters, there is no way to stop the black hole from developing. If they are right, we are in for quite a ride. Because now, according to them, our only future lays in our past.